Yes, we've just announced another group of very big names who I think will contribute enormously to the literary festival. I'm very pleased actually that we are where we are, and we've already announced over 20 names already, and they're all great names in themselves, and I think that we are very much on track to have a great literary festival this year again.
You've mentioned history and poetry as two of the topics to be touched upon in this festival. Can you give us an idea of the variety of subjects and which ones are most popular with people?
Usually we try and look for things where we can, where there's a connection with Gibraltar, whether it's Gibraltar as such, or whether there are things such as military history or matters to do with the sea, or anything that has some kind of a connection with Gibraltar. Those are particularly interesting. We also look at current affairs, of course, bringing a people's experience to Gibraltar, where we can have different points of view, learn from different experiences. But it's a whole variety of genres in particular. We're looking at fiction, we're looking at creative writing. Everything is popular in their own way. We also find that shows which are, lively and interactive, like Just a Minute, is always popular, it's always sold out. So.
In the past, some concerns have been raised over the number of clashes between events. Is this something you're addressing this year?
Yes, absolutely, because that was one of my concerns initially. But like everything else, we start off, we're learning, and we learn year on year. And what we do every year is after a festival finishes, the team sits around the table, they debrief, and we look to see how we can improve on it. And that's one of the things that we identified. Gaps isn't something that we want, but overlap isn't something that we want either, because we're a small community and we want to go to everything. And it's sometimes I understand how frustrating it can be that you may want to go to something and see that it clashes. So that's one of the reasons why last year we converted it into a 4-day festival from a 3-day festival. It's so that we can spread out and there is less overlap.
Finally, with a number of authors again returning this year, what's the ongoing response to the festival from both participants and audiences?
Yes, the fact that authors have been here and want to return speaks volumes in itself, because literary festivals are very popular in the UK. But ours, I think, is a literary festival with a difference, because I think it's a literary festival that's very high in terms of the standard of the product that we offer and the speakers that we have. You can see from the names that we've already announced, they are all very high caliber speakers. But our package is unique and it's different, I think, to the ones in the UK, because we offer it as an experience. We're packaging it as a long weekend for people to come to Gibraltar, experience the festival, but also experience Gibraltar and what Gibraltar has to offer, which we think is unique, and it makes that all that more different and unique and attractive for visitors.